Hi guys, sorry, I almost forgot to turn the light on. Today for our math lesson, we're going to be comparing numbers. And I know we all know how to do this. This is one of our best math things that we're already super good at. So let's review our signs. So we have a greater than sign, a less than sign, and an equal to sign. So everyone, I think, knows kind of what those signs look. Where the less than sign looks like an L that's kind of crunched together. So when you look for the difference between the less than sign and the greater than sign, the less than sign looks like an L, and it's just the L is just kind of squished together. Now that alligator mouth wants to eat whatever number is bigger. Remember, if I'm going to go to the candy store and get candy, I want to get the most possible candy I can. So I'm going to eat the bigger number because I want to eat the more amount of candy that there is. So let's go ahead and we will start with comparing numbers. So it says Jacob walked 234 steps to the lunchroom, Ryan walked 312 steps, Tyler walks 234 steps, and Noah walks 229 steps. Compare Jacob's steps to each friend's steps. So we have Jacob, we have Ryan, and we have Noah, and we have Tyler. So we have a lot of friends. So we're comparing Jacob, and we're going to compare Jacob to Ryan. We're going to compare Jacob to Tyler, and we're going to compare Jacob to Noah. So we have 234 and 312. Now we always start in the biggest place value. So 234 and 312, we always look at the first number, the biggest number. So we have a 2 in the hundreds and a 3 in the hundreds. Well, 3 in the hundreds place is going to make the number bigger. So this number right here is the bigger number. So that alligator mouth wants to eat that number. So if you go down here, you can see that the mouth is open to the 312. So that would read 234 is less than 312. Notice this looks like that L on its side. So that's the less than side. Let's do the next one, 234 and 234. Ooh, tricky. Same in the hundreds. Then we go to the tens. Same in the tens. And same in the ones. So that's when we use that equal to sign. 234 and 229. Let's start in our hundreds place. The same. Let's go to our tens. Oh, we have a bigger number here than here. So that alligator mouth is going to want to eat the number that's bigger. So you notice that the alligator mouth down here is opening up to that 234. This would read 234 is greater than 229. This is the greater than sign. Let's go ahead and practice together. Oh, oops. Let me pop that worksheet back up. Compare right is less than, is equal to, or is greater than, and then write the sign. So boys and girls, we don't only write the sign, we have to write the words too. So keep that in mind. So let me get my text box ready, and I will put it down here in the blank. So let's say 815 and 809. So we're going to look in our hundreds place. Eights, same. Oh, then we have a 1 and a 0. So this is bigger. So I know that 815 is the bigger number. So I would say 815 is greater than. Ooh, I need to make my print smaller. Let's see if I can do that somewhere. Oh, goodness. You know what? Miss Peachjug is learning. Haha, there we go. We want to make that way smaller. So 815 is greater than 809. And then I would go ahead and I would write my sign right here. That alligator mouth is open to the bigger number. So that would read 815 is greater than 809. Let's go to the next one. Let me move my picture. 98 and 103. Ooh, there's no number in the hundreds place here. There's no number in the hundreds place. It's the same thing as having a 0 there. So this one would be bigger. Now let me get my text box. And, luckily it started smaller this time. How lucky did I get? So 98 is the smaller number than the 103. So I would say 98 is less than. And then I can draw my sign. Now, boys and girls, if you would rather draw your sign first and then write the words, if that helps you, go ahead and do that, okay? So you can do it either way. There's no directions that say you have to do this one first and this one second. Whatever makes it simpler for you or easier for you to understand, go ahead and do that, because that makes you just a better student and it helps you problem solve. Okay, we got lucky. We only have to write the sign this time. So let me get my pen tool out. Let me look. 300 and 700. Oh, so 700 is bigger, so I want to open that mouth up there. I'm going to give you a little bit of time. Go ahead and pause your video. Fill out that part of the worksheet, and then press play when you are ready to go over the answers with me. So pause your video. Go ahead and do numbers 3 through 11. And then when you're ready to go over it with me, press play and we'll see how we did. Okay, now you should be done with numbers 3 through 11, and let's go ahead and finish. We have 986 and we have 982. So I have same, and then the 6 and the 2. So the 6 is greater. So I need to take my pen tool and I need to open that mouth up to this greater number. So that would read 986 is greater than 982. Let's go ahead and do the next one. 2 in the hundreds, 6 in the tens, and 4 in the ones place. So that would be equal because they are the same number. 641 and 641, same thing, equal to 156 and 158. Well, the 8 is bigger than the 6 in the ones place, and these are the same. So I'm going to open my mouth up to this bigger number. 414 and 405. This is bigger. 414 is greater than 405. 724 and 716. 724 is greater than 716. 837 and 837, those are equal to. And then 553 and 554. This one is greater. So I want you guys to practice. Don't just write the sign and keep going. Stop and take a moment. Let's read this one together. We're not just going to say 553 is smaller than 554. No, we want to use our new vocabulary. So we want to say 553 is less than 554. Remember, that looks kind of like a sideways L. So you want to say less than, okay? So don't just write down the sign. I want you to know what those signs mean. Let's go down. Sarah has a shelf that is 175 centimeters long. She has a model ship that is 146 centimeters long. Will the model ship fit on Sarah's shelf? Explain. So 176 centimeters long. So her shelf is 175 centimeters long. So this is her shelf. Her ship is 146, so that's smaller than 175. So her ship should fit because her ship, my ship's not such a good ship. Put a flag. Remember, we talked about how Miss Piszczyk's drawing skills are maybe not the best. There's my ship. So yes, the ship would fit on Sarah's shelf because the ship is shorter than the shelf is. Let me get my text box. Let me move my text box. Sometimes these text boxes are tricky to move. There we go. Oh, we can do that first. There we go. Will the ship fit on Sarah's shelf? Yes, because B 146 centimeters is shorter than 175 centimeters. CM is the abbreviation for centimeters. So Will it fit? Yes, because 146 centimeters is shorter than 175 centimeters. When you compare two three-digit numbers, why is it important to compare the digit in the hundreds place before you compare the digits in the tens place? Well, we know that in the hundreds place has the greatest value. So those numbers are worth the most. So we're just going to talk about that. You don't have to write it down. So when you compare two three-digit numbers, why is it important to compare the digits in the hundreds place first? Because those digits in the hundreds place are worth the most. Those numbers are worth the most, like 345. You don't have to write this down. I'm just using it to explain. So the 3 in the 345, this 3 means 300. 300 is way bigger than the 4 or 40. Okay. So go ahead and do the next 2 pages on your own, or the next front and back on your own. I think you guys are going to do a wonderful job.